Welcome to the only restaurant I could find that would open for our meeting while I have them cook a meal for me while I avoid the crowds during the coronavirus outbreak. It's great what you can do when you are king of America or president, whichever the people like to call me, but I sure feel like a king in this country. I can never be wrong no matter what you have to eat the shit I am serving, no matter what plate I put it on and serve it to you for dinner to consume my version of reality. It's great. We are definitely going to ready for the end of the pandemic. The coronavirus is when I say we are ready. Screw people getting healthy and medical science to catch up in fighting the virus. We are ready when I say we are damn good and ready to open back up business in this country. I think Easter will be a swell time for everyone to go back to church and wish each other a happy Easter while still dealing with a contagious disease. It doesn't matter what the science says, I know when we are ready to handle it.
I think that this is a bit selfish to not consider all the people working on your meal, that they have to risk coming here just so you can have a meal served to you during the coronavirus when most restaurants are closed down to handle the fact they can't cover costs for too few people showing up to eat there. One barely covers the costs of staying open for an asshole like you, Trump. We are the only ones in this place right now, so you can get something to eat. They have a lot of costs to cover just to turn the lights on, let alone keep the ovens and stoves turned on for your ill-advised wants that have others scrambling to cover your ass while you act like the only one who is important in this country, like you're the king of everything. It's really foolish, Trump. The coronavirus is pretty serious for certain vulnerable people in our population. That is why we are being extra careful to keep them safe during the outbreak and so that hospitals don't get overwhelmed with infected people like they are in New York.
Oh, it's all just a big hoax in the first place, or at least that's what I like to call everything that doesn't fit or suit my version of reality. Coronavirus is definitely a hoax thought up by the Democratic Party, and then China is being used to come up with a virus to make this affect my upcoming election outcome by having everyone question my ability to lead in a crisis or pandemic. Sure, it may have been a not so good idea to get rid of the pandemic response team I did ahead of time when the United States could have been on top of shit and things wouldn't be nearly as bad in New York and California if I had allowed the pandemic response team to continue being responsible for our nation's health like the World Health Organization. But it really seems like something you don't need until you really need it, so I thought I can fire them before they cost too much. That way I can make more money by staying at my hotels when I am president, because I saved so much money beforehand.
Trump, no one has to buy your shit no matter what plate you put it on. I know that is news to you at this time, but I doubt you really know how people feel about you these days, and that most just don't want to deal with you anymore and may just not show up to vote for you in November. As I would say, it is ill-advised to continue your bumbling attempt at leadership in a position you don't have the first clue how to be a person for the people when you are so focused on yourself and not others. I would much rather them find someone I didn't have to babysit all the time, keep in line and using common sense rather than having their head constantly shoved up their own ass. I know you try to blame Obama for most everything you fall short on, but he isn't the president now, although I wish he was when you are the dumbass I have to sit across from while you wait for your happy meal from whatever poor restaurant has to fill your wants and greeds on a whim.
Obama isn't half the president that I am, as I am going to be the most popular president ever to sit in the White House. I am sure of it. Everyone loves me and everyone that hates me doesn't matter, even if they are the majority. I can overrule them by saying I'm awesome, and everyone left to agree with me I take as those that count when it comes to history, as long as me and my friends publish it. The rest of the people will just have to learn about it in school and accept whatever the outcome may be in our version of events. From that point on, no one can rewrite or revise history once it's set in stone by those who write it the most. You will see when you take history on me in the future, it will be great. Thank you for listening and not speaking up, which confirms I am correct in my belief about myself and you accept my point of view no matter what you think about things, as it doesn't matter.
Trump, just because people don't speak up right away doesn't mean they agree right away. I know you think it confirms everything you think to not have to deal with press conferences while being asked questions that get straight to the point, but avoiding reality is no way to handle the responsibilities that are now assigned to you as President of the United States. Trump, also, you can't even break above 50% approval in the 4 years you have been in office. You are far from being approved by the majority, which still thinks you're a jackass trying to hold on to a position that should be reserved for those who are more deserving of the post and can be selfless to the people of the United States rather than outright selfish and greedy, not looking out for the best of all who preside in the country. You are not the center of the universe, Trump, nor should you consider yourself the center of the world either. It spins around even when you aren't here. It has its own gravity where you lack a grip on reality.
So I tell some white lies. Who was counting besides the Washington Post? I know I got up to 16,000. I think I can hit at least 20,000 by election time. I have no qualms believing my own bullshit. Why I was such a successful business tycoon before I was president. I was lying all the time. When I did business, it worked for me then, and it should work for me now. Just find those who are most gullible and lie all the time. Someone will buy whatever I am selling. It works wonders. If it doesn't work out, I just sue the shit out of people till they can't take any more. They have to put up with my legal defense system to tie people up in court. They won't find a way out to fight further beyond the next court date I have people tied up in. My lawyers fix everything for me, so don't ever get out of line with me, Brenda Wilkinson, or I will have my lawyers come after you. Will be sorry. If I can't fire you, I will just make you wish you didn't have to face so many frugal lawsuits. Your head will spin around 5 times like a top.
Trump, that would be a fruitless case. I have more shit and dirt on you as your babysitter that you wouldn't last long in court before the judge holds you in contempt and calls you on perjury. Your lawyers don't mean shit to me, and I am not afraid of you, so try to be a bit more respectful of those, making sure you stay out of trouble as much as you are causing it is already a full-time job. I am not scared of your henchmen or lawyers. You are not that powerful a man to be intimidating to me at my age or anyone else that people are willing to take you on for whatever you deserve to face up to for your dumb shit, crazy fucking plans and bad mantra like make America coal again. We have better ideas of how to move toward the future while you spin in circles trying to get everyone behind old obsolete technology when we could move leaps and bounds ahead of your fossil fuel fantasy and how coal is somehow the future of energy.
There is no reason to doubt coal energy. It has been around a long time, and when power causes cancer, nothing like coal can have inhaled enough over time. I hope my meal gets here soon. I am tired of having to take all this guff from an 18-year-old girl who is my babysitter. It's really embarrassing. I can't be trusted to go anywhere on my own. I am 73 years old. I have a life of my own. Why doesn't anyone listen to me? It's just not fair to be treated like a child. I am totally grown up now. I'm a big boy. I just want to be treated like the big boy that I am.
If you finish all of your meal, I might buy us some ice cream on the way home before your wife gets home, so I can leave for the day rather than have to take one more second of your mouth shit factory. Be a good boy, Trump, and I will let you tweet some more so everyone can hear what else is on your mind on the internet always.